Today I'm going to talk about internal movements. This is for inventory internal movements. This is not a warehouse movement that I'm going to demonstrate. Let's start. I'm working with the Cronus database. I'm located in Australia, so I'm using Cronus Australian version. As you can see, it's Cronus AU. Let's start. So if I go to search bar and search for internal movements, keep that in mind. This is just internal movements. That means within a warehouse, you can move inventory from one bin code, bin location to another bin code or bin location. So for that, you have to go to internal movements and create new. Then you have to select your location code. In this case, I will select silver location. Silver location is activated with bin mandatory tick. So if you go into the location card, I can show you the configuration of the location. So if you view the location here, you can see it is bin mandatory activated, and this is silver warehouse. So then you can get the bin content for this particular location. So you can get the bin content for all the items within silver warehouse, or else you can filter out to a particular item code. So in this case, I will just get the whole inventory because we don't have much inventory in this Cronus database. So I will get all the inventory. So there are two items in this location in silver warehouse, and all the two items are in one location, one bin code. So in that case, you can select the destination bin code into bin code field. So if I select one of these bin code, let's go for this S40003 bin code, and I can put the other item to another bin code. So in this case, I will select this 12 in 4 series. So in this case, you can specify how much of quantity that you are going to transfer to the destination bin code. So in this case, I will just transfer maybe 3, and for this one maybe 4. Quantity 33 and 44. Then what you have to do is you have to create the inventory movement, and keep this in mind. Once you create the inventory movement, it means you just create the inventory movement. You have to register the inventory movement after you create the inventory movement. So this will be just creating an inventory movement for this internal movement. So I will go ahead and click on this create inventory movement button, and it will ask for the confirmation, and I can click on yes. So it has created this particular movement. So I have to go to movement and register this movement. So if I go to movement, if I go to inventory movements, then I can see this particular movement. So don't get confused. So first you have to create the internal movement, then it will create an inventory movement in the inventory movement list. Then you have to go to inventory movements, then register that inventory movement. So I have to open this inventory movement, then register this inventory movement. So even in this case, there is function to split lines. So you can split place lines. You are taking the inventory from this bin code. What you can do, you can split this line. For an example, you are going to put Yeah, so we are going to put, let's say you are going to handle 22 quantity. First you have to put the quantity to handle, that you are going to put 22 quantity for this to this bin, and we're going to split the line. Then you are going to put this particular 11 quantity into another bin code, let's say 5. So this splitting option is really handy when it comes to like if you want to put a particular inventory to different bin locations, then this is really helpful. So keep that in mind. This split line option is available only in inventory movement page, not in internal movement page. Once you create the inventory movement on inventory movement page, you can split the lines. So I think that is okay. And there's another button called autofill quantity to handle. So without filling this manually, quantity to handle field, let's say for an example you have like hundreds of lines here, so in that case you don't have to manually fill quantity to handle each by each. What you can do, you can click on this autofill quantity to handle, and it will automatically fill all the fields. So since I have already filled these ones, it did not fill again, and it just filled these two lines. Then you can register the movement. So registering inventory movement means you are registering the inventory movement in the warehouse entries, and it will move this inventory to this destination bins that you have specified in your lines level. I'm go ahead and click on this register inventory movement button. Yeah, once registered, it will be deleted from inventory movement list. And if you go into warehouse entries, you can see this historical entries. So this is the movement that we just registered. As you can see, we put 11 quantity to this bin code, 22 to this bin code, and 42 44 to this bin code for that respective item lines. And you can check the bin content as well. As you can see, you can check the inventory bin content for that particular items. Yeah, I hope you get an idea how to do an internal movement. Yeah, thanks for watching.